This is the way. What is up, you guys? It's the Iron Mandalorian. Welcome back to another vlog on my channel, and I have to be totally honest, I was not planning on showing you guys this video at all. The video itself was not meant for YouTube. It was not meant to go online. It was actually just meant to send to my boss at work. So let me explain. Yesterday, I had the privilege of accompanying my boss, my coworker, who's my boss's son, and a friend of mine who used to work with me at the gym but now has a job somewhere else, to a trampoline show at a high school they were doing the show at. So the high school had us out for a bit of an assembly that they were doing in the gym yesterday. I'm not going to go into details on what that was about, for a bit of entertainment between the speeches that were being given. And the trampoline show essentially was my coworker getting up onto our portable trampoline that we have at the gym and just giving some lessons in trampolines. So he's skilled enough that he can show like everything not to do on the trampoline and everything you should do on the trampoline, all on purpose. And it was just really fun to watch. It was hilarious, but it was really fun to watch. Everybody loved it from what I could tell. And I was there, and my friend was there to record the show and for photography purposes. So that's what me and my friend were doing. So I was the one taking the video, and well, that's what y'all are going to be seeing today in this vlog. So like I said, I wasn't planning on showing y'all this video, but we went to brunch after the trampoline show, and while there, I don't even remember how it happened, but it wasn't my fault. But the idea of uploading the video I got of the trampoline show to my YouTube got brought up. And I wasn't the one who brought it up. I wasn't planning on doing this at all. And when the idea got brought up, I was kind of like, are you serious? Like, I can do it. It's not difficult. I can do it, but I wasn't planning on it. But if you want me to, I can. So push comes to shove, I'm making the vlog for you guys. So the only rule was that I had to mention who was doing the trampoline show and, you know, where we were from doing it, kind of thing. So y'all know I work at a gymnastics academy. I work at the Gymnastics Academy of Roscoe, and that's where my boss works, obviously. He's the owner of the place. And his son, my coworker, Ren, you guys may remember him from the haunted house video that I posted in October. And he was the one putting on the show on the trampoline. I would like to give a quick shout out and thank you to my boss and my coworker for allowing me to post this. I, again, was not planning on it, but I'm happy you guys brought it up because I think this will be a really fun video to have out there. So, without further ado, here is the trampoline show.
best. We see guys on the trampoline all the time. They're just like messing around. Oh, you're not going to speed drop, maybe something like that. You're going to speed drop and fly. You want to put your best into what you do. Now, after the seat drop comes the hands and knees or doggy drop. It looks like this. You land on your hands and knees. Now, some people teach you just do a knee drop. I disagree with that entirely because if you were to do just a knee drop and you were to lean forward just a little bit on that knee drop, what can happen is you never and chances are your hands won't be there to run along for you, and you'll slide across the trampoline on your face, get what's commonly known as a pizza face. Now, after the seat drop and the doggy drop comes one other, it goes like this. It's the front drop. Yeah. Now, a front drop is done on your front. And you'll notice that when he did that, he had his hands right here. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason for that. This trampoline that you see here today was invented in 1938 by a man named George from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This trampoline is 10 feet wide, is 17 feet long. It has 116 springs. It has 38,393 little holes in the bed, and it cost about $10,000 new. Now, the reason I said all of that is because if you go to do a stomach drop or a front drop with all those little holes in the bed, and you have your hands way out here, there's a good chance you can get your nose stuck in one of those holes. Now, if that ever happens to you, stop bouncing immediately, else you'll end up like Pinocchio. Now, folks, there's a lot of people that brought up to believe that a trampoline is dangerous. I'm here to tell you I've never read in the paper where a game of trampolines attacked a man and stole his walls, okay? A trampoline is an inanimate object. It has no feelings, it has no mind of its own. You can walk up to it, you can hit it, you can kick it, you can call it ugly names. It's not going to reach out and break your leg for you. It's sort of like your car. As long as it's sitting in the driveway, no one gets hurt. But you get some maniac behind the wheel acting a fool or doing drugs or alcohol, and accidents are going to happen. But a trampoline is not in itself dangerous. But I grew up in a generation where parents wouldn't have them. You go to your mom and go, hey, Mom, can I get out the street, bounce on Johnny's trampoline? She'd be like, nah, you'll kill yourself. You'll break your neck. Those things are dangerous. So one day, he gets in PE class. He walks in, he sees this death trap sitting in the gym. He's scared to death. Coach says, Smith, get up! Coach asks him, get up or you're going to fail PE! Kid's scared to death. He knows he's fixing to die right here in front of God and everybody. He gets on the trampoline, scared out of his mind. He says, do a front drop! And he does something like this, and then he just hurries up and climbs up. You got to have a certain amount of confidence on a trampoline. Now, don't be overconfident. There's always the kid that he won't even get on the thing unless the principal's watching so he can give her a heart attack. You know, he's one, he climbs up there, he's like, oh yeah, I got to a front drop right here. He gets up, you want to see a front drop? I'll show you a front, and then y'all give it up for him. After the seat drop and the doggy drop and the front drop comes our favorite drop, the back drop. Now, back drop is done on your back with your feet in the air, together, toes pointed, hands behind your knees, big smile, and that's the way you do it. Now, I just got through explaining to another group of students at a school not too far from here, and this great big dude stood up in the back. Right in the middle of the show, this dude stood up in the back and goes, hey! I said, what? He said, you're full of baloney. That's not the way to do a back drop. Right in the middle of our show. Embarrassed all of us. I'm not even going to say what school it was, Turner. But anyway, so gets to bouncing, and he goes, now, right after he did that, I asked if anyone saw what he did wrong. And this little girl jumps up, she goes, woo! I said, I would tell you. She said, well, he was kind of flat. And I said, well, I said, you not do it? She goes, yeah. So we let this girl get on. Now, girls, I don't have to remind you that the girls are so much smarter than the boys. Right, girls? Yeah, absolutely. This girl is not going to do something that stupid on the trampoline, right? Besides being smart, the girls are also very coordinated, very graceful. Right, ladies? Absolutely. This girl was no exception. She got on the trampoline being as graceful as she could be. She's getting ready to bounce, but before she bounces, she has to prepare herself first. Yeah. She's almost ready. Just one last detail. The girl's taking her. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now we're ready. She starts to bounce. She did a couple of things, you know. She gets ready to do a back drop. Yeah, there's a couple of those. She gets ready to back drop. And the thing got too high. And she starts going over that bicycle. One more time. One more time. Your 4 bicycle drops. Or your seat drop. Your doggy drop. Your front drop. And your back drop. And your cough drop. Anyway, so we're going to move a little faster here. We're going to start getting into somersaults or flips. Now, for these flips, I need, can I have these 3 right here? These 3? Yeah, we can have this. Come on out. Yeah. Come on out. Giro, come on, Giro, right do a full turn, it's back fold. You can do 1.5, it's convoluted, and so on and so forth. Now give it up for him. We see kids get on the trampoline, they want to learn a double, we drill and drill and drill, and the coach says, all right, you ready? Oh boy, all right.